on God, if I was sober, I would literally look at you and I'd be like, why the f are we in line? You're sober. You're gonna fucking hate it in there.
I know, I'm so...
It is not worth this shit. Honestly, you're gonna hate it.
Hey guys, it's Anne-Marie. Welcome back to my channel. I've never done this before. I just never thought to do it. But basically, for the month of February, I was completely sober. I genuinely took away and learned so much from this sober month. The reason why I think this video is very important to make is in my observations, in my upbringing, grew up in Anchorage, Alaska, and went to a public school. And my being at college, I went to USC, which has scandals on its own. And I've seen a lot of my peers and people that I've grown up with struggle, maybe alcoholism or addictions to other substances that I think is just too taboo of a topic, that a lot of people don't address it as that, or don't see it as a problem. Drug addiction and alcoholism runs very deep in my family. I've gone and had all these things explained to me. So I think I've had more exposure than the average person to the topic. It's so important to talk about these taboo issues so that they become more of a common discussion, because I really don't think that they are. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show you guys, I took an interest in tracking my habits. As I've talked about many times, I do the Seinfeld method to track my exercising, but somewhere along the way I also started tracking my non-sobriety. I started tracking how often I drink, and I have October, December, January, and February. December and January were kind of heavy drinking months this year for me. I went to visit my sister Callie and then also traveled to Europe with my family in December. January is my birthday, and I also had my friend Jerry come stay with me for like 3 weeks. So for these calendars, if I drink that day, I just draw a little triangle and then I estimate about how many drinks that I've had, and I just consider like one shot equals one drink. One wine equals one drink, or like a beer can, if I had a beer can, or like a White Claw. Someone told me that that has like 3 shots in it. I tried to like inflate it. I might have had anywhere from like 4 to 6 drinks. I always say like I just had 6 drinks. So it's not 100% accurate. October, I had a total of 6 drinking days, a total of 32 drinks. Okay, that's fine. December 2018, I had a total of 24 drinking days and a total of 105 drinks. There are 31 days in December. I drank 24 of those days. Okay, it gets worse. No, it doesn't. That's the worst. Okay. January, well, it kind of is worse because December is very much like a holiday month for me. So that was like, okay, I knew that I drank a lot, but I had no idea that I had drinking that much. And then in January, I had 20 drinking days and around 68 drinks. February comes around, I have a total of 0 drinking days and 0 drinks. So that's just kind of like the first takeaway that I had, to actually use data in tracking these types of things. Like I would just have no idea of knowing how much I was drinking, and I would not be as appalled as I am right now. I think it's really important to also write down how you're feeling during the month if you decide to take a sober month, or like just during a process. It's only a few, like a week or 2 after. I kind of forgot about these things until I read these journal entries over again, and also watched some of the footage back. I think it's so easy to forget, just human, about looking at things accurately or just remembering how you're feeling, or, you know, the benefits that you're observing. So I think one of the things that's super important is to definitely keep track. So now we're gonna go into this digital diary and jump back to February 7th. In this, I wanna kind of talk about or touch on the biggest challenges or burdens, or kind of just like the highlights of doing this sober February. The time that I was most dreading of this entire sober month has finally come, Saturday night. I usually go out either Friday or Saturday night. I think a lot of people drink for this reason. That helps a lot with my social anxiety, but thinking back to it, I don't think I've ever just gone out like completely sober. That sounds really sad, but like if I'm going out to a bar or like a club, then I will drink at least something. Tonight I'm going out with my friend Talia. I told her that I'm down to do whatever. She just sent me Loud Village presents Echo Flex, a 2000s era hip-hop party. I like hip-hop and I love early 2000s music. This thing I feel like I would definitely not want to go sober at.
If I was sober, I would literally look at you and I'd be like, why the f are we in line?
I'm driving to Talia's because I'm gonna be sober, so might as well not spend $15-20 on Ubers. I seriously take my water bottle everywhere. There's nothing I love more than ice cold water, so that when I'm done going out and I'm craving like a big thing of water, I can just have it. I just thought of another pro of not drinking. I have a really small bladder and I will not need to pee as much. So there you go. What did you think when I was doing sober month?
I feel like I know so many people. Okay, it's because everyone did dry January, and you were like, nah, I want to do dry February. So I support it, but I think it's gonna be a struggle.
I know. This is where we're going. Oh my god.
Look at this cosplay.
It doesn't end.
Oh my god.
How long do we think that would be like waiting? Oh, that's not that bad. Introduce yourself. What's your YouTube?
Hi.
So
my YouTube is Omar Miranda. I'm tipsy as f***, and I'm like, it's worth it. She's saying it's worth it. She's tipsy as
worth it. Yeah, we're here.
You're sober.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking hate it in there.
I know, I'm so.
It is fucking hot as fuck. It is not worth this shit. Honestly, you're gonna hate it.
I just got back to my car. Shout out to Omar. He turned around and he was like, hi, how are you guys? We just talked about boys. Okay, but this is not about friendship. Talking about the sober part of being there. Honestly, I had so much fun and oh my god, my water. That was energizing. I got to dance. I feel great. This whole sober thing so far is like honestly not bad. Now my home is only 7 minutes away. 7 blessed minutes away. Whoa, there's still a crazy line. No, I think that's like to leave actually. They're probably all waiting for their Ubers. Yeah. I don't have to wait for one because I drove. Look at this. Suckers. I just got back. The great thing is, it's like 2 a.m. I do not need to be eating, and I definitely would eat if I like came back and was like not sober. And so not only did I save the calories on not having like at least 5 drinks for that, but now I'm saving calories on the unhealthy snacks that I probably would have eaten. That was like a $10 thing, which like, why? But I didn't have to spend money on Ubers, drinks. I have brunch at 12 for Shelby's birthday. And I think that probably is also a boozy brunch, which I'm not gonna drink yet, so at least I can drive to that. There are kind of like all wins to this. Drinking comes with a lot of calories that you don't really consider because it's drinking, or like coming back and eating food afterwards, like that's a big variable. So just like hundreds of calories just up in the air. I felt very control, at least in my body. I was just very, very in control about all these different aspects of my life that sometimes were variable. And I've been exercising every day. I've been doing yoga and teacher training. I was just so productive. Like I had a lot of good videos. In February, I traveled a lot. I was very, very happy. The same exact thing happened when I was in New York. I love going out with my sister Callie. We always have such a fun time. I was like, dang, this is not gonna be as fun for me as it is for them. Again, I had an incredible time. Phoebe, God damn it. I don't know. Callie. That was a big apple sound for
The red apple. Callie, look at it.
Everyone's going out. This is the time, most out of the month, that I would want to
Oh,
go out
yeah,
and
yeah,
drink
yeah.
with everyone.
Because we're going, because like,
But I can't.
if I die.
Just that sound will do it sometimes. Even you're drinking wine.
Barely.
Lit pregame. How was the night? How did you feel about? I kind of feel like we were literally there for like 20 minutes. So, because
you know what? That's honestly like I felt like we were there for hours.
Really?
So you definitely
Oh,
like,
that's
had
good.
a way better experience than I.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I feel like I feel bad for you guys because like I'm sober, so we're just gonna go to sleep. But I feel like you guys like
Do you have
we're in
melatonin
preparation.
or anything?
No.
It's Saturday night in New York.
Big Apple.
The Big Apple. New pregame.
All around, and we'll be singing.
Jay, what'd you do?
No, I'm never gonna get another job.
I got us here on time, like an interview.
We're the first people here. Wait, what are we doing? What are we seeing? Cheat codes. You're gonna get kicked out, girlfriend.
No, but you got up towards the end, so it like kind of
We'll crop it. We'll crop it. How much are they?
This was $60 for 3.
Oh,
$20.
Oh my god.
So I basically went to 2 events that I would literally just never think to go to sober. They ended up being like incredibly fun. And also from that I learned I often made events, drinking events, just for the sake of like making an event out of something. For like starting my period, I was like, well, my back hurts, so like, why not? It's Friday, it's Saturday. I'm seeing my family in New York. Another major one that I observed, because this month I traveled a lot, first to Hawaii, then to New York, then back to New York, which is my last video if you guys want to see why. But every single time I travel, I have the potential of being upgraded to the premium seats on Alaska Airlines. You just get a snack and also unlimited drinks every time the cart comes around. But I definitely would have had a drink, at least 1 to 2 drinks on, just for the sake of being upgraded on a plane.
Okay, so we're on the plane right now. I have Nick's friend. She's having wine, which is what I would usually have. Here we go. But I have green tea. Thank you for being in it. That'll be fun.
Another interesting kind of time, largely non-existent, was actually for my dating life. I just got back from yoga. I'm on like Bumble and Hinge. This guy asked me to get drinks and I didn't like specify a time and he didn't specify a time. Yesterday or 2 days ago, Monday, he was like, how about tonight at 8:31 p.m. And I was actually doing a group cleaning with my roommates, but I was like, I'm doing sober February. And so I was just like, blah, 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 blah. I'm also doing sober February for the month, so I'm not sure how great drinks would work, although I still would love to get drinks, a little pickle. So that was kind of funny. When you're like dating, you like would go to get drinks. It's not like I'm going like on a hike or something, especially like on dating apps where you don't know the people. So that's like an interesting aspect that I didn't really think about, is dating sober. Okay, so my kind of final and biggest takeaway from my sober month is that if you don't establish discipline in your life, then you're going to continue to be mindless about your actions. And this 100% stems from data. Even me being like, oh, I drank 24 days out of December probably wouldn't have been as shocking to me as 105 drinks. I do not want to be drinking 24 days out of the month and 105 drinks. I just imagine like 100 shot bottles, mini shot bottles like in front of me. But I would have never known if I didn't actually take the time to document all this. I'm still confused by that. There's a day that I say I had 9 drinks. Actually, that was probably true. Moving forward, I don't need to be drinking every single time I get upgraded on a plane. So that's what I mean by like establishing discipline. Also transfers into like not making drinking events out of occasions that I think are like, oh, I deserve this. It just becomes a more common habit, and just being a human being, like our habits are everything. I think that's also a huge thing, is even at my age of 23, my ripe age of 23. You know, I've been drinking for some years now, too. It's still really hard for me and my peers to know exactly like how much is too much to drink. And the only way you can do that is to keep track of how much you drink every single time and realize and learn your limits. So many people are engaging in these like different substances where it really should be talked about. You should definitely try doing a sober month and seeing the challenges and rewards that you get from it, and like have healthy ways of like maybe evaluating your own self. So yeah, that is kind of the end of this video. Be sure to leave any of your comments below. Let me know what you think about the format of this video. I definitely want to make more of these types of videos, but also more videos on this topic. So let's start a conversation in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel to see more videos from me. I've been posting like once a week, which is kind of big for me. Also turn on the notification button so that you know when I do post if I'm not on schedule. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!